fellow citizens of the Sol System. To let you guys know, when I exited the game, I didn't save. I thought it would automatically save. So I had to start all over. I didn't do anything different. I played the same area. The only difference I made was I made it hard mode instead, just to kind of test that out. It wasn't that hard. I panicked a little when the orcs got pretty close to my base, but other than that, everything went perfectly fine. It's probably just because the defense is at a level 3. So I will find out how hard it gets if I'm fighting one who's like at a 10 or 11. But let's continue on. Ooh, there's a 1. That's a big land for just one defense. I might actually go with the 3 because they are there on the border of my main stronghold. So I think I'll just go ahead and do that. Let's go for it. I also realized, when I was editing the last video, my mic wasn't quite high up enough, so you can kind of hear me, so I apologize for that. I don't think I need to turn down the volume or anything. Turn down the volume or anything like that. I just need to turn up the mic because where I had my desk was actually in the dining room of my apartment, but now I have it in an actual room, so I shouldn't need to have it on too low anymore. Some warriors going. I forget that they take no power with the Necrons, because I know with like every other faction, you usually take some sort of points, or obviously, you know, you got a cap as well. I'm trying to be more aware of that. I also realized that these maps, the Dark Crusade maps, are the skirmish maps are based off the Dark Crusade. So I'm not too happy with I have to that I can't just straight up explore. So we'll see. I know Chaos is a bit of a harder faction to play against. I mean, the orcs, you know, I would think they are much stronger. I'm surprised they're running away. Huh. At least we know where they're going to be coming from. Oh, I'm right in the center. A Woundivar. Because I was saying in my last one, you know, like these guys, they don't talk when you click on them. So I know that's one thing I got kind of annoyed with some of the other factions was they'd be like the heretic servants for Chaos. Yes, master, and yada yada, and then the servitors are like, oh, how can I serve you and stuff. I stopped getting annoyed with the Space Marines servitudes, but I know with Chaos I didn't enjoy playing them too much. I don't know. Even though it's not the, you know, it's updated graphics, or the best they could do, chaos kind of creeps me out a little bit, and I think that should be the case. I'm also going to try to share my thoughts more than I did in the last video. I forget I can just openly share my thoughts. I'm just used to kind of keeping to myself, but here I can just freely talk and kind of say whatever I want to say, mostly. And so, and it's the internet. You know, it's the internet to a wide variety of things, so you don't know what's gonna happen, so everything can just be hit or miss. I'm trying to build the power structures away from all the buildings, because when they explode on impact, you know, that damages all the buildings surrounding your base. So I try to kind of put them in their own little corner. Kind of surprised chaos is not... Oh, there we go. Oh. No? Forget, you gotta build. Never mind. Crap. And this is why I build my defenses first before I really do any, a lot of offense. So if things like this happen, I can at least protect my base while my infantry's away. Wish I could separate these guys, but hey, they don't take cap space, so I can do with that. Right here. Okay. Oh, one weird thing I noticed is with the Space Marines and the Imperials, they're fighting against each other, which is so weird. I don't know why they aren't working together as allies. I know it's the program of the game and stuff is making it like that, but lore-wise, it makes no sense. And then remembering the cutscene, watching the cutscene, there's the archaeologists. The corpses look pretty human, so obviously it's humans digging around somewhere they didn't need to dig around. I don't know why it's always like that, but it is. It always seems like humans just get themselves into things that they really shouldn't. Always need more power for something. So far this has been pretty good so far, I say now, as if my base probably gets overrun eventually. I thought like on easy or normal mode, the like power and recreation points would like grow a lot faster, but they seem to be all the same rates. So it doesn't seem to matter what rate you go in. My lord died. I think as long as I can get most defenses up, should be okay fighting off chaos. I guess they're not getting enough points or something, because I'm not sending a lot out. Never. Run. Okay, I guess they just run away. This is supposed to be hard. Why don't they just run off? I don't know. I'm so confused. Hopefully I can get some updates through before there's another wave going on. I'm surprised I'm holding up so well against chaos so far, because usually they're one of the more difficult factions to kind of fight against. Again, I don't know if this is because it's a level 3 defense or stronghold or whatnot. We found it, so don't really have to conquer the map too much, but I might do that. And they come back. Scarabs died. At least the turrets are taking care of everything. Good, I can do vehicle. And he just runs. Never mind. Survived that. Lost most of the scarabs though. I don't know why they don't care about that one. Are updating. I keep hearing battle sounds, and I know that's just sound effects, nothing's actually happening, but it kind of confuses me, like, oh, what's going on? When it's just, it's nothing. Really cool effect with the flared ones. They just bleed everywhere because they have the skin covering them. It's gross and creepy, but I like the detail. Again. I was wondering when I was going to get a vehicle. And they're retreating again. Okay. I don't get it. At least with this vehicle I can start getting some more squads again. I know one thing I don't like is the limit on how many turrets you can have, either in the skirmishes or this campaign. Like, I know in the other campaigns it's limited to the power line you have, but you could have as many as you wanted. You can see I run out of turrets, this is all I can have. Unless there's something special you have to do. Okay, I guess he's just sliding down the hill. Get that going while things are kind of quiet. At least there's only one way they can get up to my base. Not a good sign. I thought they were also called... No, that's the Hellbrooker, the Dreadnought version. I don't know how I'm surviving, but okay. Those scarabs. There's not much else I can build. When I was doing powers for him, I kind of like the animates Necron corpses. It's pretty nice, so you don't have to keep biting them through the monolith.
Chaos comes for you.
saying that chaos is difficult to beat. Okay, there we go. Warp Madden servants. Okay. Maybe we'll try to go for the Imperium with this one. I'll still play on hard just to kind of see what happens.
The Contra will crush them. In Tau, I am strong. Let's get on.
I like how everyone has land and I start off with only one piece of land. Okay, we're gonna try for the 1 chaos. Go from there. 'Cause I'm not ready for level 11 or anything like that. Yeah, let's shoot this. There you go. Enough points. Okay. Try again. Stuck in a corner again, so that's good and bad, I guess. So we went from the savannah to the swamps. I guess from that very first map with the orcs. This map is huge. Don't tell me there's like multiple HQs out to go after. I noticed one thing, not just with this, but even Age of Empires, you start putting up turrets, and the AI just hates that for some weird reason. I don't quite understand why. Like, I do, but I don't. I really don't. So it's kind of more of a nuisance than anything. I think since the Necrons come in threes, there could be just... they would start you with a 9 unit cap instead of just 8, but... it is what it is. Minutes 11, great. Even on what kind of road bonus is, because just watching the trailer a while back, it seems like, other than the Blood Ravens, which is the primary chapter in this series, you got the Dark Ages coming in and helping, so I don't know where that's leading to, because I forget, because I'm sure it's within the timeline of where the line comes back. So I don't know if he'll make an appearance in that game or what. Then in this game, you have the Estrada Militarium and you have the Adeptus Sistoris to play as. I was surprised with the Battle Sisters you could play. And when I was going through the Ultimate Guidebook, I didn't realize the sisters had different orders. I thought they just had the one. So I think one of my favorite orders right now would be the Order of the Sacred Rose. I think that one's one of my favorite orders from the Sisters of Battle. So now I want to get a pack of Sister of Battles and at least paint one from each order. Because there's like 6 main ones, or is it 4 main ones? It's something like that. If I make a part 3 of talking about Warhammer, I'll try to include that in the conversation. It's so expensive to just... Just to upgrade anything. It's 200. Okay, it makes a lot more sense about the vehicles here. Because at first I didn't understand when I first started playing the Necrons, but seeing them resurrect when you purchase them, it's like, oh, okay. I understand. Oh. Don't die, little scarabs. I think the little fighting animations in Dawn of War 4 is gonna be a lot of fun to watch. Because you know they show that preview of the orc machine going against the dreadnought. I'm not sure how many like Providences, whatever, each landmark. I don't know how many I want to attack per video, as long as I'm not using every time. Just see, because maybe these videos can just be good backgrounds if you guys are like doing schoolwork or cooking or home projects or whatever you guys do in your spare time. So I think I'm gonna make them kind of long. I know one thing, this is playing a game, let me word this more. Doing gameplay is a lot easier to edit than just posting my like talk videos, because I don't have to put so much not effort, but like I have to put on the images. I write scripts for my videos, so I have to redo lines and edit all that out. So, yeah, so it's not quite as much work as to edit these, so I might let these play out with barely any editing and just kind of go from there, because I'm working on other scripts and I need to get those recorded and work on making other videos, and so this I can do pretty quickly and get it out there instead of just waiting every couple of weeks for a new video, because you know, the modern adult life, you're just always busy with something. modern adult life. I was dealing with health insurance earlier today. I know some of you guys are from the UK and Australia, so your guys' healthcare system works a lot differently than here in America. With the health insurance, because I had to sign up for new health insurance, and they gave me a new primary care doctor, and then I had to call them and be like, hey, I already had one. Can I go back to that one? And they're like, oh yeah, he doesn't take your insurance, even though he works within the same provider company. So I have to find a new provider within the company that takes my insurance. And the site that my insurance is through, their site's kind of wonky right now, so I have to wait for them to fix it before I can get a primary care doctor going or change to that, because my insurance has automatically assigned me one. And it's not through the same provider that I'm already in. And I'm like, I really don't want to change systems at this point. Yeah, so for those of you who have not reached the adult age, that's what, at least in America, that's what you're gonna look forward to, is dealing with insurance and stuff. I'm sure I'm gonna make a life advice video about all of that. Because it's like, oh, schools prepare you for the real world, and they don't. They just prepare you for college, and then college just gives you your degree. They don't really prepare you for what happens out there in the real world. Being that of a... you're dealing with all this insurance and like trying to get a vehicle, trying to get a job, in the job market out there right now is just horrendous with anything. Probably saw something in my... I know I'm playing it probably the slowest it's ever been. And obviously this is not a fast-paced game by no means. Whereas updating the turrets doesn't cost quite as much, which is nice. I'm surprised my mouse is working on my mouse pad, because I know when I play this game for too long, something ends up with the mouse that I can't move it quite as well. So I don't know if it's because the mouse it's old. I've had it for years now and it's not a gaming mouse, or it's the texture of the mouse pad. I I really don't know, but we'll make it work. You do have enough, I can actually do another building. No more turrets, I can only make 4. Pretty sure in the skirmishes you can make more, so I don't know if that's just part of this game. You have to, like, as you're winning battles and leveling up, you can have access to more turrets. It's got enough for a vehicle to get going. That was chaos. It's not. Just looking at when get my forces strong enough and then build this huge army going. I like the detail of how other units have to move out of the way for vehicles. I mean, I know it does that for Age of Empires, but Age of Empires has that, you know, 2D graphics. At least 1 and 2 does. I know 3 has the 3D, and then there's Age of Empires 4. Because I got that one because of the updated graphics. I'm like, oh, it'll be very similar to Age of Empires 2 since they were going back to the medieval ages. But I ended up not having as much fun with it as I thought. So I have what was I gonna say? and then trying to get some power going. I know the relics can give you points into the critical locations, but it's not a huge concern for me to always take them over. But we'll kind of get something going and go from there. Of course, he goes over the scarabs. It's still alive. I haven't lost him like last time. Now it's getting more difficult. I do not like it when you go outside the base to do stuff. And not what I wanted. I just destroyed my vehicle, didn't I? Survived, so my scarabs survived. Okay. I just lost all my flared ones. Flayed? Flayed ones. Go and get that for the defiler vehicle. No points. Yeah, not too far back. I should have made another turret right here instead of close to the base, but it is what it is. We'll make through it. assuming there's a chaos turret over there already. The base could be here for all I know. I thought I'd get whooped more by those defiler vehicles. So far... Okay, but also this is a level 1 strength I'm fighting against. I don't know what that noise was, but it's these guys. And just, I don't have enough units for a Wraith. At least I can have one waiting. I don't understand how they're not seeing these while they're being attacked. I'm gonna have to look it up, but I'm wondering why the power generators lose power, plasma generators, and like the strategic points also lose points. I don't quite understand it yet. I tried the power, but I don't have no idea what it did. I know it's supposed to like slow down time, but I didn't really see anything. I want to get a little bit more points before I do that. Hope I tried taking possession of that vehicle, didn't pan out as I thought it would. I still have all my guys. I don't know how.
Break their backs! Attack! Break their backs! Break their backs! Attack! Break their backs!
Finally won that one. I didn't realize there was two I could select. I'm gonna end it here. So I think I'm gonna try to go back to normal difficulty. Just to get things kind of moving a lot faster. Yeah, mostly that. 'Cause I don't know who wants to watch 2-hour videos of this. Unless, like I said earlier, just using it as background noise. I'll go ahead and end my turn, see what moves go on, and then we will end it for the day.
Charge! We must withdraw. The Cadra will crush them. In Tau, I am strong. All system failures to the strongest.
Alright, I'll end it here. And I will see you guys next time. Hopefully I can get these videos out a little bit more quickly, since I have to not do so much editing. Alright, God bless and Emperor protects.